figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it. It's like that, like that. Big stack in my bag. It's like that, like big stack in my bag. Get to it, like that, like. Even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to bounce back. Cause you know I got her. Hey, she look good, don't she? On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still got her. I still got her. I still got her. Back up, cause it's on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up, like, ooh, I got her. And yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough, better known as the boogie down. All sucky now, get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now. Brother man, slip me skin, suck it to me. And they gotta shut their mouth when they talking to me. I look around, it's a whole lot of fraction mamas, but I hit the highs, man, the wonder drama. Hey, peace and love, baby, keep it groovy. Every time we pop out, you know it's a movie. If I'm in hot water, then it's a jacuzzi. I gotta shake, so I'm throwing deuces. I gotta, even when I'm down bad, yeah, I know how to.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside Lumen Field on your standard rain-filled afternoon in Seattle, Washington. Today it's week 3 and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Amir Smith-Marset now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. One of the Panthers' big off-season acquisitions. Here's Miles Sanders. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. This defense for the Seahawks very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now here's Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness. One cut, and he goes. That's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. But give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
The throw to the middle, taken in, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really good pickup of 28 yards. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now Young. Touchdown! Hayden Hurst. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago. So how do they come out this week? Same way. They've got that momentum going, a touchdown on the opening drive.
I think it's safe to say that they're in a groove, isn't it? I mean, a lot of times we've seen where teams have scored a ton of points the week before. The very next week struggle to score almost as if they used it all up. Not in this case. This group appears locked in.
We're going to have to make some adjustments if you're on the other side of that football. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Take over 1st down and goal to go at the 4-yard line.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Sanders again. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I mean, often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And they work this out past the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 27.
Now Gino on 1st down. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the air, Smith on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
On first and 10, it's Sanders. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Young to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. To throw, Young. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Mingo, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Needed 13, they got 14 on third down.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
They'll come up second and 7.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers go up by 2 touchdowns. So this has been a pretty strong start to the year for him on the ground, CD. It's just week 3. That's already 5 rushing touchdowns.
And you know he's got big grins on their faces besides the rest of the team. The strength and conditioning program, because he was awfully dedicated to what they put in front of him to get ready for this year. Got himself into terrific shape, and he's dominated here early on.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. They find some open field here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Play action. It's Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's second and 10. Geno now to throw. Flush to his right. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
There we go.
2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Throwing now is Geno. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And that's good for us Seahawks.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Walker will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. From the end zone is Smith-Marset. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7.
Come on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Young off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Ready.
The Shark goes in motion left. A give running left. It's Sanders to about the 48-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through, No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Young. And his throw is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing, Young. That is caught. And he's got some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards that time.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Young. And this is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So Young will head to the sideline, and on is Pinheiro for the Panther field goal. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That's good for a Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw, Smith. Flushed out right.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. 4 forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Here's Moore. He will return it. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
43 rail, set cut.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Greedy Williams on the stop. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Young now. And that is incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Now Young on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
At the 7-yard line.
Young. That's swung out wide to Sanders. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They're looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain.
It's interesting where we are in the game now. The analytics folks, they might tell you to kick the field goal and make it a 2-score game. But you have to wonder if emotionally they're thinking, let's go for the touchdown and try and slam the door.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Going for it with Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So that, Charles, a big decision there on 4th and goal, and it works out.
And that is an example of a coach who's confident in his team. He didn't look at it as a gamble at all. He looked at it as belief. Great starting field position. Let's go ahead and deliver. And they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, it's Eskridge, and he'll bring it out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this will be a Seahawks first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Young will set to throw. He'll air one out deep from Mingo. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Yeah, boy, here's a sight you don't want to see. Ken Walker injured on that last play. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Smith. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
13 next.
The 48-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, here's Smith. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
53.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert, and the Panthers will get the football back. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. In motion left, that's Thielen. On second down, Young again, eluding the pressure right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Young now from the 50. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go on 4th down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Panthers on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. A play fake. Now Young steps away. His throw incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here we go. Set.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Shot. 17.
They're going to look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Strike.
Young to throw it.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready?
They run with Sanders off the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now. I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bryce Young scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Panthers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The Young's going to throw for this. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
From the end zone, here comes Eskridge. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw here to his running back. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
From the 29, here's the 2nd and 5.
Now Geno. That one will be incomplete. He caught it but could not stay in bounds for the long connection.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And, oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Picked off by Von Bell. And the Panthers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Young on third down. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on third down, Smith. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ice. Middle.
Geno now to throw. This one goes underneath to Walker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Throwing again is Smith. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And Smith's throw into the hands of Fan. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the